Libra, welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 1st of May through to the 8th of April. Sorry I haven't done the May reading, the collective May reading or your individual May reading. That will be coming out, the collective today, and also your individual one during the week. I've actually been travelling across Europe on a massive motorbike. So I've been taking on that philosophy that life should be good, and so please do enjoy it. And I have been enjoying it. It's been an amazing journey. I did 1,600 kilometers over 3 days, and truly amazing journey. So I do apologize about that. As I say, they will be coming out. So welcome here. Thank you very much for your support for this channel. I hope you have a lovely reading. Let's just jump straight in here. We will be clarifying with the White Witch Tarot cards as well. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles. The overall energy here is looking towards the long-term plans. This is, you're in your summer period here, so you should be very easy to turn things to your abundance at the moment. And this abundance is also comes about because of the seeds you plant today. And this is that overall energy here, and I think this week here is time to get busy in planting for future stuff, investing in your future. You've got the Queen of Pentacles on your relationship side. The Queen of Pentacles knows where she's going, so you should know where you want or what you want in regards to your relationships around you. This could be family, friends, community. This could well be your couple as well. And this sort of assurance of where you're going, knowing what you want, comes out of an understanding and a knowing of yourself and the tree of knowledge. So the tree of knowledge is all about the cycle of nature, the understanding of nature, of how nature works, the fact that you plant your seeds today for your fruits tomorrow. And because you're planting those fruits, those seeds today, it builds that confidence in you about the tomorrow. And it's today and it's this week here that you've got to, you'll understand that about planting seeds for your future self. Okay? You've got the Ten of Pentacles. There is so much playing in your favor in regards to being very concrete about your relationships. Applying yourself in your relationships. And this could be family, friends, and community, as I told you. There's you've got the Six of Wands and the Fool wanting to come out some, a bit of a out your comfort zone and going into, owning it, I think, in regards to relationships in a way that is abundant in the fact that you've got an abundance in the way of the universe is trying to encourage here. And this is what the universe is saying here to your Queen of Pentacles, because that's what it relates to. The universe is sort of saying, don't worry about it. You've got all the resources you need emotionally, physically, spiritually. And that is almost that confidence that you have in your future, because it's almost as like you're finding yourself. You're finding who you are and how you fit within this future. It does come out of unknowns. It comes out of within the relationships around you. It's bringing things up from the past that you haven't seen before. So it could be things. This could be tied into this long-term sort of plan here. This is where your guides are influencing you in your karmic path, bringing coincidences that you may not see really sort of coming in your sort of direction. But the thing I'm getting here as well, it's almost as if like you're getting these fruits and this confidence within you and this abundance through things that you hadn't really seen yourself doing in the past, and realizing, kind of going, oh, do you know what? I did this in the past. Why can't I do this in the future? And I think this is what it's bringing to the fore aspects of your relationships or aspects of how you interact with your relationships that you've done in the past that you are, bringing back to life in a way within you. And it's making you realize that a different aspect to yourself that was unseen before, a different way of having relationships as it was before. So you get the Ten of Swords. every single time I do a reading for you, there always is a section around this section here, and it always tends to be the mental side of it all. Are you shooting yourself in the foot here? You've got everything here, everything at the base to really have a solid and secure relationships that are around you. And I think through the unknown, because you like to know everything before it happens, and because you like to know everything before it happens, if it comes out of there and you didn't know about it, that's going to cause you angst and stuff like that. And I think this is more to do with worries as well, of how you can move forward in confidence within your life and moving away from certain aspects of things that are done and dusted, in a different way of planting your seeds for a coming future. It's building that confidence in you, because that confidence is going to replace any difficult sort of relationships you have at the moment. And it does come out of the blue. It does come out of the unseen within your life. And I think it comes from the depths from within you this is it. What I'm getting here is the fact that it might be a realization that you shoot yourself in the foot. And it's almost going to be like the death of that attitude within you. So it's a real good opportunity, that Ten of Swords, for you. I think it's a clearing out of that mental tripwire that you keep putting in front of yourself. And the moment you take that tripwire out of your thinking within your relationships, kind of sort of saying, oh, this is too good, it can't last. And if you keep saying that to yourself, it's not going to last. No, it won't last. Stop saying it to yourself, Libra. And that's what's got to come to an end. And it might be really painful to you to let go of the control of your relationships. And I think this is what your guides are trying to help you to understand for the longer term goal. And it should fill you, it should build a lot of confidence within you. And the universe is sort of saying, if you do this, if you confront this side of you and you make sure it's dead, done and dusted, and it doesn't come back up in your life, that you understand the situation, you don't need to keep shooting yourself in the foot, the universe is going to back you to the hilt. With that 10 of Pentacles will trump that 10 of Swords every single time. Because Earth consumes air. That is air, this is Earth. And the universe will consume your doubt, basically. But you've got to go ahead and realize that. And you've got to bring it out the depths of you in order to make that relationship something that is, those relationships to be really long-term, solid relationships. On your material side of life, we have a base here. Your karmic message here is happiness after difficulty. So, as I said, anything at the moment, because you're in your summer period, you can turn it to your favor. And because you can turn it to your favor, you may have been trying something. There might be in a business or job or something like that. And because you might have had difficulty in trying to get success out of that, it might have been difficult to get success. But that success and that happiness, or the contentment of your progression and your position and your progress within your business or your project or your material side of life, is going to become, you should start realizing that how good a work that you've done. The universe is giving you that rite of passage towards that happiness. They're backing you up again. This is two cards here where the universe has really got your back on both sides here. And it's like as if you put in the hours in order to get the results. And now the universe is going to make sure you do get those results, which is really good. Really good for you. Good quality work from the past, which is coming into you. It's a different kettle of fish to what's going on in your relationship side. There's no doubt about it. These two worlds are completely separate. And this is your past and how your guides are influencing this karmic message here. The reason you're happy is because you're going to realize the good quality work that you've done, but also the good quality work that you've done is also attracting good quality work of other people who bring to you qualities that you may not necessarily have. And you are bringing qualities that they do not have either. So it becomes very complementary to work with these people. And all of a sudden, that's going to make you happy after those difficult times and that hard work that you've put in there. And you've got the High Priestess. And this is you on fire. This is you on fire. But it's not really. It's sort of more sort of air sign than anything else. And it's that inner vision, that party there, that part of intuition which you are so strong on, Libra. Have I been calling you Aquarius or Gemini? Anyway, I'm sorry if I have. I do apologise. Yeah. Anyway, it's giving you that edge basically, because this happiness of feeling that that happiness about the good quality work that you've done, and that you've got the backing. You can see the hard work that you've put into it, and you're going to start seeing the results. And also you're going to sort of start saying to yourself here, when this is your future self and your sort of mental side, it's sort of like calculating how you can take this to the next level. And I think it would be wise for you to concentrate on your work period, and your work side at the moment. And then you've got the Empress at the top. Now, the Empress is the same as the Emperor. It's sitting within your power, but it's in a different sort of type of sort of thing. The Emperor has gained control over his being. He's conquered his being. And that's what the Emperor is sitting in his power. Now, his being is his physical being, his emotional being, and his sort of energetic being, as it were. It's the same thing on the Empress. But the difference here is, rather than having control over the situation, you, through those uniting or the gathering of the three sides, the trilogy, the body, mind, and soul, you're actually giving birth to something that's very creative. And it's part of the longer term plan. And I think this comes in here. And in order to get that, I think this side here, you need to realize that on your relationship side, this side needs to be, something needs to be dead, done, and dusted with. Is it a relationship? It's possible. Is it also your personal doubt? It's possible. It depends what you're living at the moment. But there's something that needs to be dead and dusted. Let's just do a bit of clarification with the White Witch Tarot, and let's see what's going on there. So the 10 of Wands. No, you haven't got the 10 of Wands elsewhere. The 10 of Wands here, because you're on that pathway, the Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest one, because he's got to plant the seeds as he goes, as I was explaining earlier. So he can't just go racing off, but he's providing for his future. And what it's saying here is that actually through your experiences, yeah, you might have accumulated a lot of luggage, but through that luggage, there's going to be a lot of seeds in order for you to plant for a joyous and abundant future, basically. With the Queen of Pentacles, you get the 4 of Cups. So through your knowing, do not sort of say it's got to come to me, as it were. It's more a case of you've got to recognize as well the input that you give into life. So through that knowledge of the Queen of Pentacles, you know where you're going, you know what you're doing, you've got that confidence. It's just a little bit of a warning to being overconfident. That's what I'm sort of saying here, because you've got this section here. So yes, you should have confidence as you go forward. Good quality work that you've done within your relationship side here. But there's still stuff to be done, and don't miss out on those opportunities to progress within your relationships around you. See what's going on with the 10 of Pentacles. We get the Emperor, which is, you've got the Empress up there. So this is what I was talking about here. The Emperor here has got control over his situation, body, mind, and spirit. So he's got the abundance. You know, that's what it's all about. And the universe is backing you up here, sort of saying you can have all those possibilities and that abundance is with you. With the moon, you get the Nine of Pentacles. See, I reckon this is recognizing things within your past that you kind of go, why am I not doing that? Why did I forget about that? And it's going to bring forward a lot of fruits that you've actually been on your long-term goal in here. Where was the nine? Did you have the Nine of Pentacles elsewhere? Oh, no, you haven't got the Nine of Pentacles. I thought you had the Nine of Pentacles elsewhere. I thought you had it here. Sorry. This is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is about your fruits that are coming through, that you've planted from this here. And this is from your past. And it's sort of saying how you reinvest in your relationships from your past will bring you your future. And realizing, you know, the playful side of the moon within your relationships and how it should play a role. With that Ten of Swords, you've got the Three of Wands. I think this is where the hesitancy comes in. I think this Ten of Swords is to do with you. It's not to do with a relationship that is around you. It's to do with an attitude where you keep shooting yourself in the foot. I don't know how many times I say it to you, Libra. I do say it a lot. I do. And maybe I've got a bee in my bonnet about it. I know a lot of Librans. I've been very close to a lot of Librans. And I've got a lot of Librans within my family as well. So, you know, I know that you can do that. I know you can shoot yourself in the foot with your own doubts about the future. And it's quite, I know it's difficult for you. I really do. But you've got to get over it. You've got to realize that you have a control over this situation. And you can stop it at any given time. Let's see what's going on with the Ten of Cups. You got the Six of Swords. It's reiterating this, and this is coming from the universe here. You got the rite of passage towards happiness after difficulty. Let's just see how the Six of Swords is. Yeah, the Hermit. So the Six of Swords is coming out of that whole idea of you've been through that work. You've done a lot of work on yourself, or you've done a lot of work in the world, and that's why she's got that computer there. She's just shutting that computer because the work is done, and that good quality work will come shining through, which is going to give you the clear intuition of you going forward. And that's why you've got that rite of passage, because you've done that work of the past of working upon yourself. And with that good quality work, you can literally manifest what you so desire in your coming future. And this is all about planting the seeds as you go along on the longer term plan. Very good on the material side. Very good on the material side. A bit of work to do on the relationship side, but certainly very good on the material side. And there we go. We've got the King of Swords. Very much a Libran sort of energy. But the King of Swords is through judgments of... the Queen of Swords is about the judgment of on knowing your emotions. Having control over your emotions. Being judgmental, making judgments calls on your emotions to help you to go forward and give you a clear vision of where you're going. The clear vision of the King of Swords is that knowledge of confronting momentous or monumentous sort of situations around you. Doing that work to get to the top of the mountain so you get that clear vision going forward. It's through physical work that you've done in order to get there. And that's what's going to give you that clear vision for the future and that judgment of, really, that's what I deserve. And you can manifest it. It's absolutely beautiful. And you get the Page of Swords at the end. So, you know, a lot of air energy there. And Page of Swords is absolutely brilliant. Page of Swords is about learning a lot. Learning and converting that into an education. So it comes from ideas that you can explore ideas to educate yourself in order to bring in that creation of something new, the new you. And I think that has to do with this side as well here. I don't think you can ignore this side at all. I think this is almost, this side here is so good that you don't really have to concentrate on it in a way. You're going to manifest a really good future for you. You know, without trying too hard. On this side here, I think this is where the Page of Swords is going to come into its strength, really, because the Page of Swords is understanding that judgment, that mental energy that you can have of converting good ideas, inspirational ideas, light bulb moments into plans or procedures in order to do things and get that creative aspect out of you. There you go, Libra. Ooh, it's quite a feisty week for you, really. Quite a feisty week for you. You need to be engaged in this week. There's no doubt about it. As I said, you'll get the collective reading coming out on Sunday. You'll get your individual May reading coming out this week as well. Thank you very much for the support for this channel. Subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting, all of those sort of things. Absolutely brilliant. It helps us out. And I really do appreciate your support. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.